Welcome to your practice. Today we have a strong and steady flow designed to help you gain clarity. This is an intermediate level flow. It will be functional and creative, so we'll have elements of strength, elements of stretch, but also in a way that will kind of keep you on your toes but not be overly complicated. So if that sounds good to you, we're going to start in child's pose. Knees spread wide, arms reach forward, forehead settles into the earth. Begin to lengthen out your breath. Ask yourself, what do I really need right now? What do I need today? Let your breaths be nice and big and long, clearing out any stagnant energy. The inhale is a gathering. The exhale is a letting go of that which does not serve you. With every breath, gaining clarity a little bit more, even if it's just the smallest amount. Imagine you're breathing in and out of your lower back, the whole space of your lower back. So that when you inhale, you can feel the lower back expanding. Notice how the breath becomes clearer and clearer, more even and longer as you breathe here. The longer you're here in the practice, the more clarity we gain. Slowly make your way into tabletop. We're going to clear out through the spine. First, we'll move through cat-cows. Drop the belly, open up the heart, open up the chest. Round the spine, tuck the chin in. Cat-cows like that at your own pace. Come back to neutral. And we'll call these side-to-side cat-cows. Think of a snake. You're going to bring your right hip and right shoulder towards each other, and your neck will follow. So right ear towards right shoulder. And then other side, left shoulder, left hip together. So you're stretching through the right side. And then keep going like that. And again, you're adding in the neck, and you can feel this S curve of your spine. Do one more each side. Come back to center and let's add all of that together into some circles. We'll start with cow. Drop the belly, lift up the chest, pull the heart through. Then left hip towards left shoulder so that you're taking a side bend. And then round your spine into cat. Roll over to the other side so the right hip comes towards the right shoulder. Then go back down into cow, arching, and then circle over to the right, back into cat, circle to the left. So keep going. Involve the neck and the head. And then switch directions. Nice smooth circles, smoothing out the body to smooth out the mind, smooth out the breath. And we'll come back to center. Tuck the toes, walk the hands back and sit back on your heels for toes pose. Bring your chin down to your chest. Drop your right ear to the right shoulder. Just enjoy that stretch along the side of your neck, the side and the back of the neck. The breath moves in and out of the nose. The chin comes back down to the chest. And left ear goes to the left shoulder. Your jaw is soft. Muscles of your face are relaxed. And bring your chin back down to your chest. Bring your head all the way up. Make your way back into table. And reach up. Let's plant the left hand down first and then reach up through the right arm. Circle your right wrist 3 times in each direction. And then re-extend the arm up and weave the right arm through to the left. Thread the needle. Option 2, straighten your left leg so the toes are tucked, the knee is lifted off the ground. And if you want, you can walk your left arm forward over the ear so the left tricep is directly over the left ear. Plant the left hand back down in front of your face. Plant the left knee down if it's lifted. Reach the right arm all the way up and keep the arm here. Extend the right leg back and come into a modified side plank facing the right side of the room. So your left knee is down, your right foot is planted on the ground, and reach the right arm over the ear. So we get this nice side stretch through the right side body. Try to arch your underneath of your left armpit and left hip just a little bit, and you'll feel how that creates more of a stretch in your outer right hip, torso area. Good, then reach your right arm up. Lift the right leg up. Put your right hand on your hip. And then take your right leg forward towards the right side of the mat. And take it straight back. And again, take it forward. Try to keep it lifted nice and high. And take it straight back. One more time. Forward. And back. Pause there, bend the right knee, and then kick the right knee a little further back so you feel your right glute firing. Reach the right arm up, reach back and grab a hold of your foot. If you have to bend your knee in and then grab onto your foot, then you might not be ready for this yet. Just keep your right leg extended. You want to be able to come into it from your full range of motion without having to bend the knee in. Kick the foot into the hand if you have it. A little bit more. Core is engaged. Chest is open. Steady breath. In and out of the nose. Re-extend your right leg. Put your right foot on the ground. We'll make our way back into tabletop. And then plant the right hand down in the center. Reach the left arm up. Circle the left wrist 3 times in each direction. The goal of today's practice is to slow down. So if you're rushing through your wrist circles, slow it down. There's nowhere to get to right now. We're just enjoying each moment. Weave your left arm through to the right. Option to extend the right leg. And then option to reach your right arm over your ear. This will require you to twist a little bit more as you get your right tricep directly over the right ear. Breathe into the twist of the spine. We're increasing our capacity to breathe when we stretch out the muscles along the spine, through the rib cage. One more breath. Set your right knee down, set your right hand down. Now lift your left arm back up to the left and we'll stay there. Extend your left leg back and roll onto the right side of the body for a modified side plank. Press the base of the left foot into the ground and then left arm goes over the ear. As you do this, knit your ribs in so that in other words, you're tucking the tailbone a little bit so we don't really arch the low back too much. This just helps with the integrity of this pose. Reach the left arm back up. Put the left hand on your hip and lift your left leg up, flex the foot. Then slowly reach your left leg into your eyesight. So kick it forward over to the left side of the mat and slowly bring it back. Again, kick that leg forward slow and bring it back slow. One more time. Kick it forward slow and bring it back. Stay here. Reach the left arm up. Bend your left knee. Try to kick yourself in the butt. Then reach back. Grab onto the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. And the back bend is primarily focused on the upper back between the shoulder blades. The core stays strong. The ribs knit in. And then you squeeze the shoulder blades back to open through the chest. You're kicking your foot into your hand. Re-extend your left leg and your left arm. Set your left foot down, set your left hand down, and we come into tabletop. Come onto the backs of the hands. Have the fingers face each other. So to do this, you'll tuck your toes and bring your hands back a little bit. So you're not in a full tabletop, it's shorter than that. Then you can kind of open and close your fists or maybe wiggle your fingers. And make your way back into table. Downward facing dog. Take some movement. Make sure your head is relaxed. Most likely you're already relaxing the head, but sometimes we are engaging the neck muscles a little more than we need to, and we can always soften a little bit more. Find stillness in down dog. And walk your feet up to your hands. Take little steps to start. Slow and steady is our focus. And then we will pick up the pace soon, I promise. We're going to grab onto the elbows for ragdoll. Just make sure we're getting all those little kinks out of the body before we move a little bit more. Rock side to side. Switch the grip of your arms. The other arm is in front. You're continuing to rock side to side. Or maybe you bounce a little bit. And notice how your feet are gripping today. Are you gripping in your toes? Can you soften them a bit? Can you shift your weight forward a little bit so there's a little more weight in the balls of your feet? And then release your hands down to the ground. Bring your hands now onto your hips. We'll lift up halfway. And then stand all the way up. Bring your feet to hip distance and reach your arms up to the sky. Bend your left elbow and bring your left hand to the back of your neck. Your left elbow is pointing to the sky. Right hand grabs onto the left elbow and take a side bend to the right. Lifting up and out of your torso and over to the right. Feet are nice and solid on the ground. Toes spread wide. Steady breath. Rise back to center. Reach your arms up. Bend your right elbow. Hand to the back of the neck. Grab onto the right elbow with the left hand. Go up, lift out of the torso. Go over to the left. Take big belly breaths. Rise back up to center. Reach your arms up and fold forward. The hands, fingertips touch the ground and you fold. And then lift up halfway and step your right leg back into low lunge. Put your back knee down onto the ground and just broaden your chest. Bring the shoulders back and down. Untuck your back toes. Just notice how this feels, maybe in your right hip flexor. Take a big clearing breath in and out of the nose, a big belly breath. Good. Then tuck your toes on your right foot and lift the back knee. Keep the right fingertips down, not the whole palm, but let's just do fingertips. And lift the left arm up, twist to your left. So just notice how this feels on fingertips. We get a little more height. Good. Bring your left hand down inside of your left foot. We're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat for Skandasana. Bend your right knee. Left leg is straight, toes point up. You can keep your hands down or you could bring your hands to your heart. That's up to you. And then we'll bend into the other knee. So just switch sides. Maybe stay really low. Maybe don't put your hands on the ground. Or if you need that support, that's okay. Hold here. And then let's switch to the other side. And then switch to the other side. Switch again, back of the mat. And switch again, front of the mat. Now stay here. Turn and face the front of the mat, low lunge. Plant the hands and step back into plank. With or without your knees, slowly lower to the ground about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes, lift up for cobra. Lower back down to the ground, tuck your toes, slowly press back up to plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Bring the feet together and lift the right leg up. Now, what is it like to just be here in this pose? Your one-legged down dog. Draw your left hip back a little bit more. Flex your right foot and try to get your hips even. Good, then step your right foot between your hands and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach up. Exhale, go right back down to the ground. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left leg back into low lunge. Set your back knee down, untuck your toes, squeeze the shoulder blades back. One more breath. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, keep your left fingertips down, reach your right arm up. You could play around with kind of shifting your weight. How does it feel if you go forward a bit, maybe go back a bit? There's no right or wrong. Just exploring the subtle changes of the body. And bring your right hand down inside of your right foot. And we'll go back of the mat, Skandasana. We're going to hold here. This time, let's interlace the hands and flip the palms up. If that's too much, you can obviously stay with your hands down. Maybe keep your arms here and switch. Right knee bends. Try to keep your spine as long as you can. And then back of the mat, Skandasana. Front of the mat. Back of the mat. Front of the mat, stay here. Turn and face the front of the mat. Low lunge. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower down halfway or all the way. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Let's flex the foot for now. Draw the right hip back. Press the hands into the ground so that your shoulders lift further away from the ground. Step your left foot between your hands on your fingertips, gaze forward, and then step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, arms down by your sides. Good, chair pose. Get low, fire up the quads. Squeeze the outer glutes in towards the center. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, forward fold on 1. I almost said down dog. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or hop back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Now take your feet as wide as the mat. Walk your hands back an inch. With your right hand, grab onto your outer left ankle. You can bend your left knee slightly and twist under your left armpit. I like to have a slight bend to the knees and the heels lifted a little bit off the ground here. So you're pulling yourself through and under your left arm. And then we'll switch sides. Right hand comes back, left hand will grab the outer right ankle. And then we'll come back onto our hands. Let's go to plank pose, please. Shift into your plank. Lower down halfway for chaturanga and hold. Come back up to plank. Then we'll take a side plank facing the right side. Stack your feet if you can. Lift that bottom hip to create a little bit of an arc. And then we'll come back into plank. Chaturanga slowly down and back up. We're just building some heat here. Turn to the left, side plank. Vashisthasana, lift the left arm up. Come back into plank. Chaturanga. Rise back up. Side plank facing the right side. Arm up. Option to lift your right leg. Leg comes back down. Come into plank. Chaturanga, this time we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Side plank facing the left side. Left arm up. Option to lift your left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into plank. Chaturanga, hold. After this 5 seconds, we're going into up dog. 3, 2, 1. Upward facing and downward facing dog. Take a child's pose. Option to have the knees together and the arms down by your sides. Reconnect with your breath. Now make your way up to sit on your heels. And then we will stand on the knees, setting up for camel pose. Interlace your hands behind your back, or you can put your hands on your low back. Either way, draw the shoulders together on your back, hips forward, chest lifts, and back bend. Rise back up. Release the hands down into tabletop. Round the spine gently for cat. Then come back into neutral and make your way to down dog. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee and open up your hip this time. Option to lower your left forearm to the ground and then come up onto your right fingertips. Try to keep your left hip drawn back even in this variation. So if your left knee is caving in, you've kind of lost the integrity of the pose. Can you draw the left hip back? Keep everything strong. Good. Now plant the right hand down, come back up onto your left hand, and step your right foot outside of your right hand into a lizard lunge. So it's a wide lunge. Take your right shoulder underneath your right leg and your left arm over to the left. So your fingertips are framing the front of the mat. Option to lift your arms up, fly your wings, spread your wings, or you can interlace your hands. If you have your hands interlaced, step your left foot up to the front of the mat. And we're not going into bird of paradise, but we're going to straighten both legs as much as you can with this bind as you kind of twist to the left. And you might feel a nice stretch on the back of your right shoulder. Okay, now this is a tricky part. Can we step back into our lizard holding the bind? If you need to take a few steps, please do. Open the arms back up. Plant the hands down, and then back of the mat, Skandasana. So we've already done this. We come low into Skandasana. But then we're going to lift up into a high lunge. So a high side lunge. So you just lift your left hip up a little bit, plant down through the outer edge of your right foot. Plant your right hand down, reach your left arm up. So we're in a side lunge, and then we're taking a twist. Press into the outer edge of your right foot to engage the inner right thigh a little more. Spread your toes. Take one more breath here. Put your left hand down. We're going to straighten both legs. Hands are in the center. Turn your heels in and toes out. Goddess pose. So we're going to sit low and rise up. Sitting in our goddess. Take a moment to kind of rock a little side to side. Get comfy. Not that this is a comfortable pose, but it can be if we shift our mindset. Okay, sit low, chest up, hands to your heart into prayer. Lift your heels up. Can you hold this for just 3 more breaths? Shoulders back. Keep the breath steady, the face steady, focus is sharp. Heels down, star pose, stand tall. Warrior 2, facing the front of the mat, right toes facing forward. Side angle pose, put your right hand inside of your right foot, left arm up and maybe over your ear. Bend deeper into your right knee, rotate your chest to the left a little more. Good, we'll rise back up and straighten out the right leg. And we'll come into triangle. Bring your right hand on your right shin, left arm up. Now put your left hand on your hip. Look down at the ground. Start to bend your right knee, shift forward, come into half moon. Left leg rises up. Left arm reaches up. Put your left hand down on the ground, rotate into supported warrior 3s. Your fingertips are on the ground, your legs are in warrior 3. Right hip moves away from your right rib cage. The crown of your head reaches forward. Shiva squat, left knee comes down towards right ankle, get really low. Option to lift your arms up, and we're just going to hold for a couple seconds here. We'll just do 1 Shiva squat, so stay with me. And then come back. Come 2 standing splits. Standing splits. Beautiful. Step into low lunge. Plant the hands. Step into 1-legged plank. Keep your right leg lifted. Put your right toes on top of your left heel, or your right big toe on top of your left heel. Lower down for chaturanga. Uncross your feet. Then come into up dog. and down dog. Lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Come down onto your right forearm. Come up and onto your left fingertips. Remember to draw your right hip back so your right knee is facing straight forward, not to the left. Plant the left hand back down, come back onto your right hand, straighten your left leg, and step your left foot outside of your left hand. Lizard lunge. Slide the left shoulder under the left knee. Right arm out to the right. Strong leg, especially that back leg is nice and firm and straight. Option to spread your wings. Option to interlace your hands. So in other words, clasping. It's really more clasp of the hands, not really an interlace. Fingers are clasping. Okay, and then if you want to step to the front of the mat, you can then straighten both legs. The more you straighten out your left leg, and then the more you kind of twist to the right and pull up, the more you'll feel on the back of the left shoulder. And even though you're turning open to the right, you're still letting your head drop down. Good, now bend the knees again. Step your right leg back into your lizard lunge. Open your arms up, plant your hands down. Nice. Back of the mat, skandasana, right knee bends. And then just lift up so you're in more of a high side lunge. Plant down through your left hand. Lift your right arm up. The outer edges, the pinky toe edges of your feet are rooted down firmly into the ground. The big toe mounds are rooted firmly into the ground. And then bring your right hand back down and straighten both legs. Actually we're gonna take a prasarita, a fold here. So turn your toes in, heels out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward for prasarita parattanasana. Optional, turn your hands around and walk them back behind you. And you're folding at the waist, forward pelvic tilt. You're letting the practice happen within these still moments. That's when the practice really comes through. Can we stay still, not just physically, but mentally? Bring your hands under your shoulders and lift up halfway. Now we'll come into goddess. Heels in, toes out. Sit low. Bring your fingertips behind your head. Bring your right elbow towards your right knee. Take a nice little side bend. Doesn't really matter which side because we'll do both sides. Come back up to center. Left elbow towards your left knee. Doesn't mean it's touching. Mine's not. It's just in that direction. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your heels. 5, 4, shoulders back. 3, get lower. 2, 1, heels down, star pose. Warrior 2. Side angle, reach forward, left fingertips down, right arm up, your right leg is straight. Right arm over your ear if you want, or it can go straight up. So the more you bend into your left knee, the more the right leg straightens, engages, and the outer edge of the foot presses down. Rise back up to warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Triangle pose. I always slide my back foot in an inch or two for triangle. Put your right hand on your hip. Look down at the ground. Start to bend your left knee and we'll come into half moon. Right leg comes up. Right arm comes up. See if you can move your right toes to the right just a little more, the whole leg to the right a little more. Elongate through your arms, reach through both hands, both feet. Put both hands on the ground, slowly rotate into supported warrior three. Draw the left hip back, crown of the head reaches forward. Then come into Shiva squat, right knee comes down towards left ankle, so both knees are bending. Maybe your hands come off the ground. Steady breath, you got this. Almost over. Standing splits. Ooh, that one's always so hard. Okay, standing splits, left hip draws back, right leg lifts. Step all the way back to low lunge. Plant the hands, step your left leg back, one-legged plank. Set the left big toe on top of the right heel. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga hold. Uncross your legs, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Breath in, and breath out. Good. Lift your right leg up. Step your right foot between your hands. Rise up to high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist to your right. Hook your left elbow over. Press the hands together. And then ball up your left hand and let your right hand go over the left hand, kind of like a mitten, a baseball mitten over the ball. Good, now we'll come to center, hands to your heart. Then arms reach up. Hook your thumbs like so. And spread your fingers apart from each other. Feel how this kind of spreads the shoulders. But let the shoulders lift up towards your ears also. Shoulders up towards the ears. Spread the shoulder blades. Take a back bend. Now come upright. Keep your hands as they are. Shift forward. Come into warrior three with your hands like this. Good, now we'll keep the hands like this. Slowly step back to high lunge. Keep the hands like this, warrior two. And I'll say it again, keep the hands, reverse warrior. Good, cartwheel the hands to the ground. Plant down through the left hand, reach the right arm up, and we'll take funky lizard, roll onto the outer edges of your feet. You can drop your hip if you want and reach your right hand towards the back of the mat, only if it feels okay in your body. Good, then we lift the hips back up. We're going to come into a side plank, right foot on top of inner left thigh. So it's like a tree pose. Hold. Option to grab onto your right big toe and extend the leg up. Totally optional. Please don't do it if it's gonna hurt you or not feel good. Step into lizard. Right foot steps outside of where the right hand would be. Lizard lunge. Back knee comes down. Now we just take a relaxed lizard. Option to bend the knee and grab onto the foot. Softening the breath. That was kind of a spicy moment. So just bring it down for a moment. Practice is all about balancing effort and ease. Release the foot. Bring the hands down. Lift the back knee. Step into one-legged plank. Bring the right knee to the right upper arm. Then cross it over to the left upper arm and cross your leg over to the left, extending it. Reach your left arm up. Now sit all the way down, facing the back corner of the mat, legs wide. Walk your hands forward into a wide-legged fold, a seated wide-legged fold. Just 2 breaths here. Bring your hands back up. Turn your hands to face, bring your right hand to the front of the mat, though we're coming out of it the same way we came in. So now lift your hips back up, reach your left arm back up. Now bring your left hand down to the ground. We're gonna come into a one-legged plank again, but then you're gonna bend your right knee and roll over the left side body, come into a wild thing. Lift your right arm up. Good. Now we'll sit down and face the back of the mat. And we'll go into Marchiasana, sage pose. So sit tall, keep the right knee bent, left leg long, grab onto your left foot with your hands and fold. Squeeze your right knee in towards your right armpit. We get this lovely stretch, flexion through the back. So intentionally flexing the spine feels really good. It's different than when we're just unintentionally slouched over. Very different. And then rise back up. We're going to come back into wild thing. Plant the left hand down and the fingers are going to face the front of the mat. Reach the hips up, reach the right arm up. Beautiful. And we'll come around into one-legged plank. And we'll lower all the way to the earth. Untuck your toes. And let's lift up for locust pose. Arms by your sides, chest lifts. Option to interlace the hands. Reach it back. Reach your toes back. And then release everything down. Use your hands as a pillow and just wiggle out your hips. Now plant your hands under your elbows, tuck your toes, press up into plank. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot between your hands. Rise up to high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist to your left. So we will make a fist with the right hand and let the left hand go over top of it. And we'll come to center, hands to your heart. Reach your arms up. Hook your thumb. See if you could do it the other way. So whichever way feels kind of awkward with your other thumb on top. Lift up through your torso, through your shoulders. Spread your fingers apart. Your hands aren't actually going to go apart from each other, but it's an isometric movement, pulling the thumbs apart that creates more traction. Lift up, back bend. Now rise back up. Lean forward. Shift forward. Lift the back leg up into warrior 3. Keep your arms like this. Slowly step back into high lunge. Open to warrior 2, keeping your arms like this. And reverse warrior. Exhale, release the hands to the ground. Plant down through your right hand, lift your left arm up. So you're twisting to your left. Roll onto the outer edges of both feet. You might have to slide your left foot down the mat a little bit. Maybe your hips drop as your left arm reaches back. Reach the left arm back up, lift the hips, step into side plank or that variation with the left foot on top of the inner right thigh. Option to grab onto your left big toe and extend your leg. Remember, it's optional. And then step into lizard. Ooh. Ooh, and let your back knee come on down to the ground. Option to bend the knee, grab onto the foot, rotating open to the left. Big breaths. The clarity comes within these still moments. Bring your hands to the ground. Lift your back knee. And we're going to step into one-legged plank. And bring your left knee to your left upper arm. And bring it back. Left knee to right upper arm. Extend the leg out. Lift the right arm up. I think this is one starfish pose, or rock star pose. Sit your hips all the way down. So we're facing the back corner of the mat. Legs are long. Scoot forward a little more so you get a little more length. Walk your hands forward. And we'll take 3 breaths. Rise back up. Plant down through your left hand, facing the front of the mat. Lift your hips up. Bring your right hand down. And then we'll bring the left leg straight back into one-legged plank. Then we'll bend the knee. Slowly come into a wild thing. Slow. And then again, sit and face the back of the mat. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Sit tall. Reach for the foot. Hug the left knee in. Lengthen and fold. Round the spine. Rise back up. Plant the right hand down to face the front of the mat. Lift your hips back up. Good. Then we'll bring it back around to one-legged plank and lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. And we'll lift everything up for locust, or you can take bow, grab onto your feet, lift up. For 3, 2, 1, release all the way down. Use your hands as a pillow and windshield wiper your legs as I let my dog out. Go ahead. Windshield wiper those legs. Soften everything. Soften the mind. Soften the gripping of the mind. Let's go slowly back to down dog. You don't have to press up through plank now. We're taking it all down from here. But we are going to go into a pigeon and do some variations from there. So let's lift the right leg up from down dog and make your way into pigeon. With no drama, we just arrive where you are today. The hips are different every day. I don't know if you've noticed. They're always different. So either stay upright or come on down. Mm-hmm. Now you're welcome to stay here. If you want a little more, you can walk your hands to the left. And that diagonal will create a little more of a stretch for you. If you want to go into king pigeon, you can walk your hands up so you're upright again. You'll bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand and you're grabbing the inside of the foot. You can either stay or you can lift the right arm up. Try to find a lift through your core. You can stay or you can slide the foot inside of the elbow. And then maybe you can clasp your hands. There's plenty of options. Your chest faces forward. Maybe you smile. Your heart is open. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally. Everything's open. Release your hands down. Release your leg down if you have it. And we'll make our way back to down dog. And then we'll lift the left leg up. Pigeon on the left side. Notice how this side feels. And come on down. Maybe you take that angle to the right. If you want to take king pigeon, you can rise up. If you want to stay where you are, please stay. Bend your right knee, reach the right arm up and around into a circle, grabbing on the inside of the foot. Either stay, or option 2, lift your left arm up. Option 3, slide the right foot inside of the right arm, elbow. Option 4, clasp hands. Engage your core. And take one more breath here. Slowly release. Downward facing dog. Now set the knees down. We're going to take a frog pose here. I've been really liking frog lately. You take the legs wide. You could always turn sideways on your mat if you want more cushion. The knees are bent. The feet are parallel to the knees. You got 90-degree angles. You spread your knees apart to create that stretch on the inner thighs. And you can kind of shift front and back and find what spot gives you a good stretch. Maybe even just moving back and forth feels good for you. Feels nourishing for you. Or maybe you find stillness, maybe you come down even further. And we're going to take a little bit longer here than we would in other poses. Think of it as maybe half of a yin pose. I say half because yin, we hold them for a couple minutes at a time. We're not going to be here that long. And then what comes up? What comes up in your mind? What resistance are you noticing? Let that all dissipate. You're clearing out the body so that you can clear out your mind. When the body is out of the way, life becomes a lot more clear. I could not think of a synonym for that. It's like you're stilling the water, making the water still so that you can see your reflection. You can see yourself in a better light. One more breath, friends. Rise on up. Ooh, slowly bring it back in. That feels so good, doesn't it? We're going to come into a seat. And then onto our backs. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Set the feet down on the ground now. And cross your right leg over your left. Let's take supine Gomukhasana, Supta Gomukhasana, so supine cow face. Lift your feet up, grab onto the outer edges of the feet or the shins, and then lift the legs up. Lift up like as if you were sitting on the ground, how the legs would go. Nice and spread apart on the opposite sides of their origin. Tilt your pelvis forward for more, relax the shoulders. And then release the legs, but keep them twisted so that you can drop them over to the left. So drop the whole thing over to the left. Right arm opens to the right. Relax your jaw. Relax your collarbones. Let yourself be in a meditative state of mind. This is your practice. This is where it all happens. Bring the knees back up to center. Uncross the legs. Cross the left leg over the right. Lift the feet up. Grab onto the outer edges of the feet. Or you're grabbing onto the shins, depending on your range of motion here in this pose. Tilt your pelvis forward for more. Keep the face soft. Release your feet, keep your legs twisted, drop them to the right, open your left arm to the left, soften your left shoulder to the ground. If the mind were a clenched fist, now that fist has opened and it has softened. Let it all soften. Bring the knees back up. Uncross your legs. Happy baby. Grab onto those outer edges of the feet. Rock side to side. And release your legs all the way down for Shavasana. And settle right in. Follow the breath with the mind. Follow the pattern of the breath. begin to bring ourselves back. Bring movement into the fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Bend one knee at a time so your feet are flat on the ground. Roll over to the right side. And press yourself up to a seat. Thanks for joining me on this full-length class. I hope you loved it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that we can continue practicing together. Let's bring the palms together, and we'll simply bow in gratitude for this practice.